What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. This is part 6 of the video series, My Graded Comic Collection. This is a big one. I've been pulling these books at random, and it's fun getting to go back through them for myself, and I cannot wait to share them with you. Don't go anywhere. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Check this out. Shout out to my homies over at Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check out their website. Follow them on social media. They're always dropping amazing stuff. They just launched their gold tier membership program that comes with all kinds of cool exclusives and perks and early access to stuff. Fantastic shop. Nelson and the crew over there are the best of the best when it comes to online retailers. So let's get into it. This is part 6. This has been a fun video series. And if you've caught any of the other ones, you already know what to do. But if you are new to this video series, go back and check all the last videos because you can win this Catwoman issue number 47 Zerdy variant in a CGC 9.8. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you the details on how to enter to win that beautiful slab donated by Headquake Jr. right here on this platform, a fantastic channel member of mine. So a big thank you to him for donating that. So let's get right into it. We've got 10 slabs here, 10 awesome slabs, and this is a big one. This this overall set of books is a big one. This might be the biggest one yet, for at least in my opinion. There's some really great stuff in here. So let's kick it off with some beautiful books and some awesome stories. All the way from 1965, we have Showcase number 56 in a CBCS 3.5. This is actually a really special book for DC fans, for JSA fans, and personally for me as well. So this has the first appearance and origin of the Silver Age Psycho Pirate, Roger Hayden. It has Death of the Golden Age Psycho Pirate and the origin of the Golden Age Psycho Pirate in text story. Cover and art by Murphy Anderson, story by Gardner Fox. Beautiful green cover for a 3.5. I cannot believe how well this presents, how good the colors are on it. And this copy is really cool. It has a great story to it. Southern Comic Geek, fantastic individual here on the platform and on Instagram, did a huge round of mystery boxes to get some extra scratch up to fund his daughter's wedding. And I bought some. Well, I bought one, and I can't remember what I got in mine. I do remember. It was a CGC 9.8 Darth Vader book that I straight traded for something else that will appear in a later one of these videos. But one thing I did when he did his whole round of mystery boxes is I watched other people's videos and saw what other people got as well. It was Burke Family 54 that got this, and he was extremely unhappy with his box, and it blew my mind. And I bought this off of Steve for a fantastic price. And this, as you know, as we do this, I'm going through like cover price, kind of getting used to that data website, that price guide website, and I'm trying to use it to value these books at the time of these videos. And it's a very flawed website that doesn't have even a projected value for a 3.5, but it does have a 3.0 listed at $66. So this is a huge book from 1965 that you can get for a really, really, really fair price. Awesome Dr. Fate and Hourman appearance there on the cover. So I'm big excited to have that one in the collection. Big shout out to Southern Comic Geek. Shout out to Burke Family 54 Comics. Thank you for letting me buy that off you, brother. I appreciate it. On to the next one. Another DC Silver Age goodie right here. This one's from 1965. Gardner Fox story as well. We have Mike Sekowsky and Bernard Sachs art, Mike Sekowsky and Murphy Anderson cover. So you see a lot of the same credits here. This is the Justice Society of America crossover in issue number 37 of the Justice League of America. This is a CGC 6.0 featuring the first Silver Age appearance of Mr. Terrific. So everyone knows that Mr. Terrific has been officially announced and cast in James Gunn's new DCU. He will be appearing in Superman Legacy, but that's the Michael Holt Mr. Terrific. That is the next generation Mr. Terrific. This is the original right there, Terry Sloan. Fantastic, fantastic character. If you're not into older books, check out Earth 2 from the New 52 run. Terry Sloan was a big player in that. Now this right here, this is very sentimental to me as well. I was on the phone hanging out with the homie, Beckerman, and we were just talking, and I peruse all the places to buy comics. And I say it all the time, shop where the market is not. If everyone's buying Marvel, go look at the DC stuff. And I'm a huge DC fan, and I'm always scooping up like old Silver Age keys and stuff. And I was on the phone with him, and I just happened to think to check Mr. Terrific, and I found this with like 3 minutes left on an auction. Like, people are bold putting up stuff for auction these days with how the market's kind of coming down. And I got this. God, I want to say I got it for like 30 something dollars, like $32, 37 shipped or something like that. Massive, massive steal. I'm really excited to get this one. I love those Silver Age appearances. Golden Age DC books are through the roof for anything. Like, oh, rightfully so. So when you can see that their characters have been around for so long, it's actually a key factor when they appear for the first time in the Silver Age. Awesome, awesome stuff. Now this is drastically different. Changing gears on the next one. This is from 2021. Rabbit one-stop exclusive for the Department of Truth, number 11, with cover art by Gorkum Demir. Now this is super special to me right here. This is CBCS 9.8. You might recognize what's happening there. It's the Salt Bae thing, the chef from social media. And Nick's Kicks and Comics knows that I'm a huge Salt Bae fan. You know, I don't eat steak or anything, and I watch videos constantly of like people cooking steaks and stuff like that. And I love Salt Bae. And Nick's Kicks and Comics saw this, and he thought of me enough to pick it up, get it slabbed, and send it to me as a gift. So this copy, this was a gift. I don't know what the value of this individual book is, but this copy, the one that's in my hand, the value of this one is priceless. Absolutely priceless. This will be in my collection forever. Can't thank you enough, brother. I appreciate you. And the next one up, ironically, was also a gift from another close friend of mine, but close is subjective because he lives in Belgium. He's been one of my oldest friends since I've gotten on to YouTube and stuff. Like, he was rocking with me right before I got onto YouTube. We bonded over Power Ranger fandoms and being into that stuff. And he would order stuff online and get it sent to me so I could repackage it and send it to him all in one big box to save him some money and stuff. And we've become great friends. Shout out to my buddy Bart over in Belgium. But for me doing that, he gifted me this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 55. This is the Miko Suion exclusive from Wicked Gator Comics. I'm a huge Power Ranger fan. Green Ranger is my favorite Ranger. And this was the first appearance of the new Green Ranger that appeared in current Boom Studios comics. So again, another priceless book that'll stay with me forever. I cannot thank you enough. So if that didn't give you whiplash going from Silver Age DC to a couple of indie retailer exclusives, this might. So this is from 1971. This was the last book that I needed in my PC to close out a complete run of a character from his first appearance all the way to Green Hell that just released a couple of months ago. This is House of Secrets number 92. Len Wein, Virgil North stories, Alan Weiss and Tony DeZuniga art, Bernie Wrightson cover and art. First appearance of the Swamp Thing. House of Secrets 92. Now this is a CGC 1.8. Now it looks fantastic for a 1.8, right? Absolutely. So my good friend Wayne, who runs Smashers Comics, he sets up at shows for a living. He had 2 copies of this when he came by Augusta, and I saw he had one that was a little bit higher grade, and I saw this one, and I looked at them both, and this one presented the same, if not better. What killed the grade on this one was there's a back cover coupon cutout that does not affect the story at all. So I clearly chose to go with this one because I love me a no grade. Low grade is better than no grade kind of book. And that just completely changed the price point. And when I was searching the values, this book is way up from what I paid for it. This in its current state is valued at $550. That's a killer book right there. I absolutely love Swamp Thing. Got my McFarlane Mega Fig right there. Great stuff. Next up, and I feel like I'm just talking about my friends in this video, and that's like the best part of this hobby, man, how it brings us all together. We come together like butt cheeks. So next up, this came out of a Nick's Kicks and Comics mystery box. If Nick ever does a round of mystery boxes, you are outside of your mind for skipping on him. He's the king of mystery boxes. There's no question about it. Tons of people put out great mystery boxes. There's only one Nick putting out Nick boxes when he does it. And this one was man, I think it was like a $200 and something mystery box. It had bunches of books in it, slabs, blah, blah, blah. Like, they were all ridiculously overvalued. That's the only way he does it. It's just mind blowing. And this is from 1993. This was the last book I needed out of these issue number 1 sets for the milestone stuff. This is McDuffie and Washington Story, John Paul Leone and Steve Mitchell art, Denny Cohen and Jimmy Palmiotti cover. This is the first appearance of Static. This is the polybagged edition, removed out of the polybag. And this is in a CGC 9.8. The record high sell known for this book is $499. The market is way down right now. About 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, DC announced that they're going to be working on a Static project. They kind of kicked the book up a little bit, but currently the book is valued at $147, and you can catch them for cheaper than that. Now is the time, in my opinion, to grab this book in a CGC 9.8. That's a killer deal. Like roughly $150 for the first appearance of Static. Come on now. Like it doesn't even hurt my feeling to hear that it's down. That is just beautiful. You don't start none, there won't be none. Just look at that gorgeous cover. Absolutely loved his OG suit with the hat on and everything. Just really cool. I know a lot of people out there grew up watching Static on Saturday mornings back in the day. All right, now we're getting into the stuff where I'm like, you know, here we go. This is one that you might not have ever seen unless you caught it on my channel. You might have seen them. This is a unique piece altogether. Like if you know me, you know that when it comes to DC Comics, the big guy, that's the dude, right? You know, Superman is the man. You know, without him, we wouldn't be here today. So I know that I cannot afford to purchase an Action Comics issue #1. I never say never. Who knows what will happen one day? You find the right collection, the right person sells off their cousin stuff that they got stuck with, whatever. You never know. But I do collect Action Comic #1 reprints. There's been numerous over the years, and this one fell into my target a while back, and me and Mr. Sector 2815, Paul Cook, brother from another mother, partner in crime here on YouTube, we both decided to pick one of these up at the same time. We used a little couponing and stuff and got it from this company called the New Zealand Mint. It's the company that sells these kind of collectibles of all sorts. And we sent them off, got them graded, and got them back. And this is Action Comics 1 from 2018, pure silver foil. It's 35 grams of 0.999 fine silver. And what's cool about this beautiful thing here, it came back in a 9.9. That's just not bad. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of what they do with the labels when you get over a 9.8, how they like put them in gold. It just looks like faded black, but whatever. But what's super cool about this as well is look at the label. This is the only time that I believe I see a custom DC label, but it is because this is not a comic. This is just a sliver of silver. It is just wicked cool. And at 9.9, the fair market value of that is $300. If you were to happen to call it the 10.0, $935. That's a nice piece to have in the collection. Now, keeping with that, I have all the Action Comic 1 reprints, by the way, but I don't have them all graded. I do have a few, though. So here's the next one. This is one of the most recent ones, minus a foil edition that was a con exclusive. This is from 2022, just a standard reprint. For some odd reason, they call it a facsimile. I guess they don't know how words work because it is not a facsimile. That would be an exact copy. This is a reprint, and this is called Action Comics Facsimile Edition #1, DC Comics 2022 reprints Action Comics 1. And there we go, in a 9.8. This gorgeous thing. I think they like to pretend it's a facsimile when they do a full reprint with ads and all that. But, I mean, you change one thing up, and I know you have to do it. Like with barcodes and stuff, it's not a facsimile anymore, people. It's just a reprint, and that's okay. But that right there in its condition, the 9.8 goes for $73. It's not bad at all. You know, the books are more valuable than the cost of grading in the original cover price of $7. It's also a fantastic read. If you've never read Action 1, definitely read it. Now here we go. Going back to 1983, we have another Action Comics #1. Now, out of all of them, this was the last one that I tracked down. And all of them have their own little nicknames. You have like a Safeguard version, a sleeping bag version, like the Anniversary Edition, the U.S. Post Office Edition. And this is the Peanut Butter Edition, because on the back of it, you see Superman doing an ad for peanut butter. And it's from 1983. Same credits as everything. This is the Superman Peanut Butter promotional reprint Superman story from Action Comics #1. And a lot of those reprints did that. They only reprinted the Superman story out of issue 1. No Zatara, none of the Western stuff. And this is gorgeous. It's on newsprint paper. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's in the 7.0. It's fantastic. I think this is one that you can catch the little dots at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to catch it on camera, but down here on all these new newsprint reprints, you can see the little dots where they actually feed through the machine, and the claws would grab them and pull them down. I love that like little piece of history and stuff that goes along with the way they bring these comics to life. It's just really cool. And a 7.0, that bad boy was not listed on cover price. Weird, I know. But in an 8, it goes for $122 currently. So I would say, I don't know, 80 bucks. I don't know. Lastly, book number 10, you have made it. So one more book, and I'll tell you how to enter for that Catwoman 9.8 giveaway. Here we go. This book caused a ruckus in the community. There was a lot of misinformed people that love to get on the computer and just whine and cry, blah, 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 and don't like people to have nice things. We know some people have nice things, and that's okay. People like different stuff. And this right here comes from the homies over at Big Time Collectibles. They're on a kick of doing awesome foil logo variants or exclusives for all the different characters, because, you know, every character is somebody's favorite character, except probably except Miss Marvel and Punchline. Yeah, those two. Yeah, I don't think anyone would need a foil variant for Punchline or Miss Marvel. Not my jam. I like Captain Marvel. I like Harley Quinn. Those two just. But this right here, this is the one that everyone was after. This is the most exclusive one they did. It's also from the first one that they did. This is the Death of Superman 30th anniversary special. Number 1 was a fantastic read. Huge celebration of 30 years since the Death of Superman story happened back in '92. And man, this is just beautiful. You'll recognize the cover, but Big Time Collectibles did it differently by making it foil, limiting it to only 300 copies. And they were all sold in CGC 9.8. Now, there are a few comps out there and stuff like that. I'm sure people have cracked these and had them signed or remarked and stuff. And, you know, like Big Time Collectibles has been doing a lot of these, and CGC is having a terrible time getting around like this inner well, leaving imprint marks when it touches that foil. But man, that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous book. That gold looks so much better in person. I mean, look at the reflection of my hand on it. I mean, that's how shiny that is. And you'll be happy to know that in a 9.8, this book right here commands a current F&B of $565. These things have stayed up, and I have all of them, by the way. I have all the Superman foils that they have done. I've got all the Green Lantern ones. I got Reverse Flash. I've got the Steel one that just shipped because I'm a BTC Gold member, and I was able to order them early and all that good stuff. But yeah, $565. That's mind-blowing. What's cool is all of these were sequentially numbered. There's 300 of them, and on the label there, it tells you numbered your number out of 300. So out of 300, this is number 3. That's as far as I know, the lowest one in circulation. I believe BTC has 1 and 2 still, unless they promote them out already, and they normally put them like mystery boxes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you want an opportunity to win this CGC Catwoman 9.8, all you have to do is leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite one out of this video was, and put the hashtag WeAreLegion in there. At the end of this video series, I will draw a number, however many. I believe it probably going to be a few more videos. Might end up throwing another slab in the giveaway as we go, but I'll draw a number at the end of this video series, and whatever number that is, that's the video I'll come back to. If I draw number 6, I'll come back to this video. It's part 6. And I'll pick a random comment, and that person will be the winner of this Catwoman 47, completely free. Shipping's on me, all that good stuff. And that's going to do it for this one. I also want to give a huge shout out to Justin's Comics over on Instagram. If you need anything cleaner press, hit him up. His link is in the description. And a huge shout out, as always, to my homies over at my LCS, ABX Comics and Games. Their link to their Facebook group is also in the description. Be sure to check that out if you're into comic books, tabletop gaming, stuff like that. Fantastic shop. That's going to do it. I appreciate everybody hanging with me and watching till the end. Again, like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to hit that join button down below. Become a member of the Legion. Some really cool stuff for channel members as well. Thank you all so much, and until the next time, we are Legion.